What up, CSBs? Welcome back to Common Sense Buffs, where we bring you the latest and greatest about the Colorado Buffaloes football program in the Coach Prime era. I'm your host, Elio Harmon, and today we're diving into why Jimmy Horn is set to give opposing defensive coordinators nightmares this season. We will be reacting to his 2023 highlights to see what makes Jimmy such a weapon in Pat Shermer's arsenal. But before we do that, big shout out to our latest subscribers, Tia and Next Level Training. Welcome to the CSB family. And special thank you to the Feev, the channel spelled Thefeev. He is a small creator that created the highlights that we're going to be reacting to. So let's hit his channel. CSBs are all about showing love to people creating content around Colorado Buffaloes football. So go check out the Feev, Feev, and show him some love. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. I love the highlights. He did an excellent job. So this content does not belong to me. I'm only using it for fair use purposes for educational material. All right, let's get right into it. Last season, Jimmy Horn showed us flashes of brilliance. Now, clearly, one of the reasons why the title of this video is Put Some Respect on His Name, I think he got a bad rap with some fans and maybe some people outside of the Colorado Buffaloes community because he had a few rough games, including that tough matchup against Colorado State where Coach Prime had to give him a pep talk, right? And Coach Prime and both him and Coach Prime talked about the fact that that conversation was very important for him. But he overall, Horn proved to be a reliable receiver for the Buffs last year. In 2023, he racked up 58 receptions for 567 yards and 6 touchdowns. And he was averaging 9 yards per catch. So very, very reliable receiver. I'll take 9 yards per catch, but I think the hype around Jimmy Horn had people with higher expectations than what he was able to deliver in 2023. Now, those numbers might seem modest, but let's not forget he was still finding his groove on a team with receivers like Zay Weaver, who I think had over 900 yards receiving, and Travis Hunter, who had over 700 yards receiving, despite missing, I believe, 3 games. Now, this year in 2024, Horn is going to come into the season bigger, stronger, and he has more time working with quarterback Shedeur Sanders for a full year now. The chemistry between quarterback and receiver is crucial, and these two have been putting in the work. Now, Horn is also fast. His speed is off the charts. He gets he has the kind of breakaway speed that can turn a simple slant route into an 80-yard touchdown run. Now, that's just off of potential. There was nothing on this tape that I'm going to watch that showed him breaking an 80-yard touchdown, but he certainly does have the speed to do it. One of the things I think all of us fans are hoping is that Jimmy is able to put together that reliable running and that breakaway game making ability that his speed affords him. Defensive backs will have a hard time keeping up with him, and his precise route running makes him a threat on every single down. But it's not just his speed. Horn's route running is crisp and sharp. He knows how to create separation, which is essential for a wide receiver, and finds soft spots in the defenses, which Horn does very, very well, which is some of the reason why it lends to that 9 yard average, right? He's a guy in the slot that could find soft spots in zone defenses. Now, his agility and footwork are next level, making him a tough cover for any corner. You see that on well off videos and the one-on-ones all the time. Now let's talk about his game breaking abilities, right? I think last year, every time Horn got his hands on the ball, he was electric, right? And we wanted to see him fully realize that electricity, be a game breaker. I think he has the potential to be. Would love to see more of that in game in 2024. He can turn a routine play into a highlight reel moment. Now, this offseason, Horn has been dedicated to improving his strength and conditioning. He's coming into this season bigger and stronger, ready to take on any defender that comes his way. And with a year of experience working with Shedeur, you can bet that their connection is going to be lethal. Opposing defensive coordinators will be losing sleep trying to figure out how to contain him. Do they double team him and risk leaving other receivers open? Do they press him at the line and hope their corners can keep up? Either way, Horn's presence on the field will force defenses to adjust their game plans, opening up opportunities for the entire Buffs offense. So, CSBs, get ready for an exciting season. Jimmy Horn is primed to be a game changer, and we can't wait to see what he does on the field. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned because we're about to get into the highlights right now of Jimmy Horn 2023. All right, let's go. This is TCU. I think the game that got a lot of people excited about the Buffs. Reliable wide receiver screen, hands, catches the ball, gets upfield. I love these jerseys. These are by far my favorite Buffs jerseys. All right, now I think we're going to see a lot of this formation this year, where they have four wide receivers. Right, I can see this being Will Shepard, Jimmy Horn in the slot. Right, so it started off three wide and he motioned to the other side. Or three to the left. So they were heavy three receivers to the left. He motions out, but I could see this being from this sideline, Will Shepard in the slot, Jimmy Horn coming in motion, LeJontay Wester, and Travis on the far side of the field. All right, so they bring him in motion. Let's see how they use him. Just a simple hitch. He fades a little bit to get open and give his his quarterback a target, and he gets the first down. And he gets the first down. Great job. This is in the first quarter, so they're just finding their rhythm as an offense. Bring him back in motion, take him out. Easy pitch and catch. He gets downfield, gets the first down. I think these are the plays that Jimmy made throughout the year and that you'll see throughout this tape that a lot of people forget because he had ups and downs and his downs were memorable. But he was a reliable wide receiver for Shedeur last year. All right, just a simple screenplay, gets upfield. Plays like this is why he averaged 9 yards a catch. Sits in a soft spot in the zone, gets upfield, almost gets the first down. This is such a great game. Again, in four wide receivers. Yeah, great. It's like a 12-yard hitch. Excellent route. And of course, Shedeur is going to put the ball right on him. Again, in four wide. Deep drag across the middle of the field. Shedeur puts it on him and he catches it. Little slant route, gets upfield, positive yardage. Now, hopefully, because he's going to be bigger and stronger coming into this year, you'd love to see him be able to break more tackles. Um, I think if he could add that to his game, that's how he gets more of those 80-yard runs, being able to break that first tackle. Right. Again, this offense was just in rhythm the whole game. And they were finding a way to answer. They were demonstrating toughness. This was not an easy game. Wow. Big play. Big play to take the lead in the fourth quarter. They run him on a post. You see this quarterback scramble. He just runs a corner. He's wide open. Catches with his hands too. So you want to see Jimmy make more clutch plays like this year, right? One of the things that people often point to is that he fades in big games. Well, this was a big game, first game of the season against a ranked opponent, and this is the kind of game he puts out. So the potential is there. Consistency is what I think we'd love to see from Jimmy this year, where when the team is down and all the chips are down, just see him be in the game and be a difference maker. Okay, now this right here is going to be. Hold on, let me show you guys something. This formation right here is going to be one of the scariest formations in all of college football in 2024. Because imagine who's going to be out here. Let's start from the far sideline, right? So clearly, Shedeur is in the backfield. You're going to have Will Shedeur. Next to him, Jimmy Horn. Next to him, LeJontay Wester, who's the most inside slot person from the top of the screen. In the other slot, you're going to have Travis Hunter down to the near sideline. And then on the wide side, you're going to have Omarion Miller. Now, imagine what defensive coordinators are going to be thinking when they see this lineup of those five wide receivers. This year is going to be very, very exciting. This is against Nebraska, of course, a rivalry game. All right. Now, again, this is what you talk about finding soft spots in the zone. He comes, runs the route, sits, and he realizes his quarterback needs him to move a little bit to be able to get the ball in there. He just moves just a little bit and finds the soft spot in the zone. Shedeur reads it and puts the ball right on him. In Colorado, I mean, people forget that Colorado was playing like this early on. Again, just a simple route, get upfield, get positive yardage. So first two games of the season, he's an impact player. Like how's he knows where the sticks are, he knows where he needs to get to, makes a move and gets to the sticks. If you're not gonna cover it, we're gonna keep throwing it basically. If you're not gonna come up and jam them, we're gonna just play pitch and catch football. We're just gonna find open holes in the zone, make quick reads, and just rack up yardage. Finds the first down, gets to it, and then runs his route across the field. See, little plays like that, picking up that first down just by running the right route is what a lot of people take for granted. Football is a very mental game. It's not just about your physical abilities. You're out there playing a mental game with your opponents as well. Right there, love throwing the wide receiver screen the horn. He needs to be able to make more moves like that throughout the season. Takes a simple screen and gets a first down. All right, my guy JR Boxing said the last reaction that I did, the video was too fast, so I tried to make sure I found one that was slow. Again, I like this right here. So one of the things I talked about on my video about Will Shepherd is that Coach Phillips is teaching physicality. One of the issues with breaking big runs as a wide receiver is also good blocking. Yeah, route running, etc. But you can break a big run if you have blockers downfield. And I think this wide receiver room are going to be a lot more physical with the block. Here's Travis Hunter laying his a block to spring the first down. All right, now this is the game, unfortunately, that Jimmy was having a rough game, and again, you're only going to see him make one big play in this game, but it's a play that matters, right? So this is the issue where people talk about there were some games where he didn't have the impact that he potentially could have, and so again, it happens, man. This is sports. Any player can go into a slump or have a bad game. So looking to see him mature and be able to shake that off. Again, that five wide formation, great out route. So I think he had 84 yards receiving Shedeur running the option. Um, I think he had 84 yards receiving in this game. TCU game, he had over 100 yards receiving. But in this game, he had 2 touchdowns. So this is what I mean. When the game is on the line, um, make plays for your team, right? So not every game, um, the same players are going to have a great game. The thing about championship teams is in any game, any of the players can have a big game. And Omarion Miller definitely had a big game. Look at that. All right, now big playability, right? I think Jimmy Horn is very, very deadly on that post route or a little seam route where he could get a little bit of separation from that DB. In this case, he got a lot of separation, and that was one of the things I mentioned up front about his route running. He knows how to create separation. He was wide open. Watch this route. Boom. He's gone. Touchdown. A little out route. See what he does with it. Okay. Puts his shoulder down, almost gets to the sticks. He's going to be able to do a lot more of that this year. He got a bunch to the right. Yeah. Good. Good feet. That's probably 8 yards of forward progress. Reverse. I think we'll see a lot more reverses this year with either him or Wester. They got to get the ball in their hands a lot of different ways. So even if he's having a receiving night, you can get him in the game in the right mind state by giving him run plays where he can get the ball in his hands and make a play. Shedeur is such a smart quarterback, man. Little pump fake right there. This again is when they started to come back, right? It just ran out of time. And this is when Prime was really harping on them starting fast. Touchdown. That's the seam route I was talking about. He doesn't give away his routes, which is why he's so effective. You can't really guess that he's going inside. He just runs and then makes a decision at the last minute, right there. And that's all it took. So he had 2 touchdowns in the game. And then this is one of the games where this game, on paper, should not have been close, right? But it ended up being, again, not a lot from him there. This is a Stanford game. I think the game everybody wants to forget. We didn't get a lot of production out of Horn. Breaking tackles, that's going to be important. Getting the first. Love to see it. Again, not a lot there. UCLA, yeah, look at this. Big play. Concentration, runs the whole route, runs underneath the ball, hauls it in with his hands, runs the full route. Again, that's quarterback and wide receiver connection right there, knowing where to put the ball, where Jimmy was going to go get it. Oregon State, again, you won't see very much here. It's just a couple of plays in that game, and they needed all their players to play big, and that's where I think Jimmy can can really show a lot of growth. But great wide receiver, man. I like him. I'm glad he's on our team. Big catch right here. Again, it's that connection between the two of them. Pat Shermer's going to be smiling like that a lot this season. He keeps playing like that. Couldn't put that ball any better. All right, Arizona's coming back to town. They're playing them again this year. It's going to be a big matchup. So there you have it, folks. That is Jimmy Horn and my reaction to his 2023 highlights. I would love, love, love to hear what you thought about that. If you're still with me watching this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share it with other people in your community, and then have them join the conversation in the comment section. I would love to hear if I'm on, I'm off. What's your reaction to Jimmy Horn and putting some respect on his name this year? All right, CSBs, get ready for an exciting season. Jimmy Horn Jr. is primed to be a game changer, and we can't wait to see what he does on the field. Again, until next time, Sco Buffs.